and thanks for bringing Doug. Sorry, Doug, we didn't ask you any questions, but
okay.
you just seemed a little stoic.
Doug's kind of quiet.
Oh, yeah. We were playing, it was like one of the first gigs. Was it XPK?
It was XPK. It came out of the darkness in XPK.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
We played
That's
it,
so
and I was just kind of riffing, and it was like, yeah, this is the shovel. Our buddy Mike built it, gave it to us, did everything that we talked about. And it was like, yeah, it doesn't have a name yet. We don't know what to name it.
And out of the darkness, we hear somebody yell, just like dead silence, all of a sudden, Doug!
Oh,
We still
There
don't
it
know who
is.
said it to this day.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
I
There
hope
it
they. Oh my gosh, we need to find them.
Yeah,
This
find
is
this person.
misconnection.
Well, I guarantee if we last, we'll find 15 people that said they...
Welcome to In the Round, a podcast for people who love music and genuine conversation. Join us as we sit down with some of our favorite local, regional, and national artists to chat about life and their creative journeys. I'm Dee. I'm a musician. I'm a music lover, and I'm your host. So pull up a chair, get comfy, and enjoy. Heck yeah, brother. We've got the other brothers in the house. We caught up with this power trio and dug into their gritty rock and roll sound. Pun intended, they have a shovel guitar named Doug. These guys are a crowd favorite for a reason, with killer stage energy and songs you can't not groove to. We talk about the journey of this longtime band, including unexpected losses, exploding vans, favorite gear, and how they switched up the recording process for their new upcoming album. Let's get after it. Wow. Hey, welcome, the other brothers. I'm here with Eli.
Hello.
And I'm here with Johnny P. I was trying to decide if I was going to throw in the P or not.
Oh, there's two, actually.
Oh.
It's Johnny Pee-Pee.
Oh, God. Okay, this is how this is going to go. Anyway.
Yeah, this
Scratch.
is off to a good start.
This is great. I'm here with Eli. I'm here with Johnny P. And I'm here with Jason. I'm here with the other brothers.
Hello.
Welcome.
Glad to
Greetings.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hello.
Now you're all playing it cool. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm using my NPR voice.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to
Welcome to All Things
Wait,
Considered.
we should mention we're here with Doug.
Yeah, Doug's here too.
Doug, D-U-G. Doug,
Yeah.
the shovel guitar, which you didn't play on today's new track, but I wanted you to bring because it's such an iconic mascot, dare I say?
Yeah, we lovingly call it the fourth member of the band.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was very intimidating when it was first gifted to the band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because this was a fan. Tell the story, because I can't remember who gave this to you.
I was working at Professional Music, working on guitars, and there's a gentleman who's a fan of the band and a friend of the band too. He retired and builds cigar box guitars, and he would bring them in and have me double check the setup and make sure they were fine. And I never charged the dude because he's super nice and just a nice old boy. Mike Daughtry is his name, and Mule Kick Guitars is the name of the business that he runs. And
Good name.
yeah,
It is a good name.
he brought this in after I never charged him, never, I would stay late.
Sure.
I'd help him make demo videos and stuff like that. And then he brought this in one day and he was like, I want to give this to you as thank you for doing this. I was like, no, you don't have to do that. And he's like, I'll never forget what he said. He's like, the first time you bring this on stage is the last time you'll leave it at home. And I was like, that's some bold words from this man. Like, you.
He knows a marketing employee when he sees him.
Oh, totally. It worked.
Yeah.
I spent probably 3 months just being intimidated by it. It's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if it's going to work, and I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
Right.
Also, I don't know if it's going to be,
an addition or a subtraction.
Yeah, totally.
Dare we say? Yeah,
totally.
right.
I don't want it to take over either. But I mean,
you
it's
only got
taken
3
over
strings,
in a good way.
so that's limiting and not at the same time. So I could see the intimidation.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, you can fit your hand underneath the strings too. It's
Very high action.
Yeah, no, get the highest action ever.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's so fun to see. So you rip slide on it, and it just sounds so unique, and it's really fun. I mean, people need to see you guys live anyway because you just bring volcanic energy to the stage.
I like that.
But it's really fun. It is just like such a unique piece.
Andy in the winter when the van gets stuck.
Yeah. Right?
I was hoping we were going to get to the
Wait,
pitch.
did you actually use it to dig yourselves out? That would be
No, we should.
It could be
It
a
may
weapon.
happen.
When anyone says that they're going to hold the checks in the mail, no, it's not in the mail.
Yeah.
Here, let me go get something real quick.
I still want to make me a pickaxe.
Yeah, that was the thing. We're going to have make a bass, slide bass.
Oh my. Yeah, you could have a whole, like, what else? I mean, yeah, and then you would just have like a wheelbarrow for some reason. I don't know, right?
Like a steel drum.
You gotta stay on brand. Yeah.
That would be cool.
I think it would actually.
Round out a couple old stumps,
Yeah.
throw some heads on them.
No washboards or anything. It's not that kind of band, but
no.
you gotta have
Like a
Still
boulder.
got to be.
utility.
Yes.
And jam. And speaking of your sound, you guys. I would say, well, I wrote Dukes of Hazzard rock and roll because you've got that vibe, which we love.
Yeah.
You've got some blues grit in there, and just I almost think of it as like rock noir because you've got this kind of vibe going. I can't. It's really hard to explain.
I've always described it because I was a fan of this band before I was ever part of this band.
True.
And I've always said it's blues-based rock and roll with the rockabilly sensibility just dipped in engine grease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
engine grease. That's what I
Yeah.
was missing. Was the engine grease?
Yeah, it was kind of born out of a few bands that I'm a really big fan of. And I mean, it's always been kind of the 70s vibe. We always call it, it's a 70s sound on 60s money.
I wrote that down. That cracked me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
we had never had anything like brand spanking new.
Right.
And a lot of the bands that that I drew from when we started writing songs was, bands that would play old like Howlin' Wolf songs and, CCR did it, Steppenwolf did it. There's a band that really was the genesis of it. That was Dr. Feelgood was one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Still is. And I'm a big Wilco Johnson fan, and I'm a big Lee Brillo fan, which is the guitar and the harmonica, respectively.
Right, because you also play harmonica, and you mentioned, and I kind of want to talk about this of the evolution of the sound of the band, because you guys have actually been playing together. I mean, the first albums came out in 2016, right? So, I mean, been playing together for a really long
Year
time.
11, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. And we should, of course, mention Larry, who was the bass player originally, who
Yeah.
passed away very unexpectedly a few years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
geez, 2019?
Yeah. Right before. I mean, you talk about. I can curse on this, right?
Yeah.
And talk about a fucked up time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, right.
We had worked, I think at that point in 2019, we were up to like 60 or 75 shows by that point.
Wow.
And we were
Yeah.
working, and it was going really well. And we were getting to the point where by that point, I had quit my job. Like we're talking like that week. I quit my job. Larry quit his job, I think. And then
Like you were going all in.
we were
Like,
going to go
gig
for
full
it.
time.
And then that happened, which was just absolutely tragic. And he had been training for a triathlon. And if you see photos of him, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
And with big goals. And that was a very admirable thing because we didn't know what was going on. He was usually pretty vocal about what he does or what he's into. And we had found out a few weeks before that on the road. It was like, dude, why are you getting up early? And he was like, I went for a swim. I went and ran 2 miles. I was like, why?
He'd been training for 9 months.
Yeah, he'd trained all year for that.
Wow.
And that's where it all happened, which is just absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
And
Well, and you had a record in the hopper because I think then
Yeah,
in 2020,
we had that.
I mean, that was like,
that was about, I'd say about 75% of the way done.
Rambler.
Yeah, Rambler.
Yeah.
And we'd
We were
recorded
just about-
that, and we had played 8035 the year before. That 8035 was kind of the kickoff, and it was just like we had this momentum going to that point, and then that happened, and then good Lord, like that happened. We took a little bit of a break because we had no clue what we were going to do.
Oh, God, yeah, I
Because
mean-
Larry and I were the ones that talked about it in the beginning.
yeah.
And it was like, dude, you want to do a jump blues band? And he's like, absolutely. I have nothing going on.
Yeah.
And I had a band that was going that was kind of fizzling out. And that happened. And then COVID happened. And then it was just, it was a good time to take a break and take inventory. And I miss, having him around. But, as far as like how life goes and just the way everything lined up, it allowed a little bit of breathing room, I suppose, for us to kind of take inventory. Because Jason and I talked about it, and we had a few people lined up, and kind of. I was going through some personal stuff. You were too at that point. I think you were injured at one point. And we were gonna probably hang it up, and then Johnny came into the mix and met you. We met at 8035.
Yeah, I was playing with Left is West. We were like the only other local band, and we both played like right after each other on both the IPR stage and the Nationwide stage.
Oh, fun.
I knew Larry for years.
Yeah.
I knew of these guys because if I wasn't playing, I went to every other
you were
show
a fan.
I was a fan. And I knew Larry for a lot longer than I knew you guys. And that's really when I got to know you guys.
Right.
Was then.
Right.
And then Larry passed, a month or two later after that. Or
that's like
it
a
was
weird...
quicker than that. But
Yeah.
Makes like...
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Right after.
Like we wish it didn't happen, but then at the same time in the way... like giving you that break and then knowing that he knew Larry and was already a fan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen.
Well, you said it the best, Johnny, is that, there was nothing that he would want more than to keep it going.
To keep it going.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's
wouldn't
like
want me to want to end.
there is no quitting.
Right.
I mean, we wrote the song that got us into 8035 was that, you know, it's a song called This Time You'll Notice, is that it was the struggles of, just trying to make it, quote unquote, which was really anything to take us away from, the humdrum of life and just be able to go out and play every weekend and have fun and play
absolutely.
Play with your buds and play music you like,
Yeah, and that's
and
actually...
drink whiskey, right?
And drink whiskey, which I meant to get some of that from you. But anyway, I what I love, though, is, Johnny, you fit right in. I mean, it shows that you're a fan, but also, like, you're very energetic on stage, and that, matches Eli's vibe. And so you seem really cohesive. I feel like no one would know that,
Wasn't it like it's supposed to be the last two shows is when I finally played with you, and I had people all the time asking me why I'm not playing with you guys. I'm like, because I want to go see them. I don't want to be the one that ends the band, And then you finally asked me for it's supposed to be the last two shows you had on the books.
Yeah, we got down to the wire.
Yeah. And it was your dad that told
we talked
me.
about it.
Yeah.
When we'd had a few people that were kind of filling in, and we were considering, but they were also, they're fantastic players. We had Jason Kapishke play, then we had Rod Snyder play a few. Still does every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have backups in the holster.
John's a busy man.
Yeah, true. This is true.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore, but
Man about town, for sure.
We're working on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it what is it? I think it's the Beatles, where are there better drummers than Ringo? But Ringo was the Beatle. That's why he got the job.
Right.
I'm paraphrasing, but
No.
You're the Ringo Starr of the band.
I always just say it's like it's not about. It's about the fit. It's about the energy between each
Absolutely.
other. Being able to have that conversation together.
Yeah, I definitely am not detracting from your play ability, because it has brought a new life into the band, and I think now really going into it with our second record together, it's allowed us to be more confident about taking risks, which I like.
Right.
Yeah.
Which this new song, Large Time, that you played today for us, I absolutely love. I love there's this underbelly of, I overuse the word vibe, I'm admitting that. But there's this through line, your guitar kind of carries, and there's a little bit more, again, some psychedelic guitar that I hear in there, I've also gotten to hear the Jack early.
And his harmonies and that drum part.
Yeah, and the syncopation of the drums, there's just a little, because you guys just tear it up, all the albums. I love, you have some really catchy, there was a single you put out, Big Pink, that has that, I'm doing it horribly, but
no, I like that.
And, there's these, catchy nuggets and a lot of, really upbeat, fiery songs, and so I kind of like this one. Almost sets you back a little bit. It's not slow by any means, or mellow, but it's just like a different energy. I really enjoy it. And it sounds like it's somewhat of a departure kind of from where you've been.
A little
where you're
bit.
heading.
Yeah, I think it's I think it was just the natural order of things. The way that we kind of approached this, it was, I mean, from the ground up, it was very different and wasn't planned. Nothing was really written. I had a few of these that were just maybe floating around on my phone or on my computer that I was just, dicking around a little bit.
Yeah.
But we were talking to our engineer. I think all three of us went over there. Yeah, we're getting to it. He doesn't like this.
You blindsided me, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
well, that's what I'm getting to because we didn't have any of this planned. And we're over at our engineer's place, and he's just like, when do you think you guys are going to be ready to record? And Jason and I were standing there. It's like, oh shit, we can come in tomorrow if you want. And
when inspiration hits, you got to just ride that wave.
I think we tracked probably a good third to half of it just on the fly, just me and Jason. And that our original plan was like, I want to put this out in a month.
Sure.
I don't want, and that was,
Don't
it wasn't
overthink
about
it.
cutting Johnny out as much as it was just like, the path of least resistance as far as like, how can we write a song that is like, has the three parts in the bridge or whatever components or does nothing,
Yeah.
And how can we do this in the shortest amount of time? And we're now on like 6 months now. Like we did
still not bad.
all the groundwork and then,
Right.
We had a lot of life happening.
it just
How
goes
do you
on.
ever have, when you track like that, which is mind blowing to just like rip through 6 songs or something, do you ever go, can you play that last song to make sure I'm not doing the same drum part? I mean, you're way more talented than I am at drums.
I'm real particular about that. Before we even play, I'm like trying to do something that seems like the right part for the song.
Serve the
and
song.
serve the
yes.
song.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was the word.
And
That's it.
like, I don't know how to explain this. Him and I get in a room and things just spew out of us, ideas.
I mean, we did that at rehearsal last
Gross.
night. And
Yeah.
it was like, yeah. Well,
Ignore my goose.
Yeah, well, when-
There's no
also with
lacking for creative flow.
Johnny, I drink
We
whiskey.
don't even have to talk. We just it happens.
Yeah, that's
We
the
have a
best way to put it.
conversation without talking for sure.
I love those moments. It's so hard to recreate those moments sometimes at rehearsal that you have whiskey or otherwise involved.
Right.
Like there's magic that happens when,
Literally.
especially when you're working on new songs or
Yeah.
giving life to songs that you've been playing for a long time. Sometimes
Yeah.
we run into that, when you finally get to the gig.
Yeah.
8 months later, you're like, I'm sick of this song and no one has heard it yet. So we gotta zap it.
That's kind of that's what I did throughout all of this. It's just like all three of us collectively just kept getting hit in the head here the last 6 months, and it was just like, I'm tired of fucking listening to this. I don't know what I want to do. Their songs are different, so I can't really like. I don't want to say like lean on any like conventional wisdom.
Well, no harmonica, right?
Yeah,
like
right. No harmonica, like no bluesy riffs, no country fried outlaw sensibility. There's a little bit of it, but not much.
Well, yeah.
But like you said, you wanted to do this and finish it in a month, and then we couldn't, and it gave you too much time to pick it apart.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, totally.
So,
And you-
digressing just one bit, because you guys went in and got the rough guitar tracks and the drum tracks done, called me up and said, hey, you need to get over to Bill's and record. I said, record what?
I feel like everybody
I'm like,
does this.
he goes,
too,
well,
Joe.
we kind of messed around with this stuff before. And I'm like, I don't remember what we did that one time 4 months ago.
Go with your gut.
You want me just to write it and record it? And he said the words that I still wanted to hit him for. Oh, you're better at that than you think you are. And I just,
It's true.
You stepped in.
But I'm like, that's the last thing I wanted to hear at that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, this is true when you're like, yeah, but this is forever. It's recording.
Yeah,
But
I
you
wanted to come in
did.
with
You
a game
recently,
plan.
we played a gig together, and you very graciously, our bass drummer, the group I was playing with, bass drummer had a medical issue and had to step out, and you stepped in last minute, and it was.
You did great.
You did great. Truly. So you are better than you
Always
do. I'm not
stressful.
going to say it. He's going to punch me. Yeah.
I'm out in the car listening to it just one
I
time.
know.
You taking
No,
notes?
kudos to
Yeah,
you.
I was like making notes on scratch paper in the car, like going, I get one shot to listen to this, and then I got to go play it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it was incredible. Okay, and I know you're not playing harmonica on this next record, but can you talk about when did you learn harmonica? Your other records, it sounds great. It's an instrument I would love to learn myself.
It was, it's taking me back. It's the first instrument that I really, I should say there's like concert band, like learning instruments.
Sure.
And then like the
We all play
harmonica was
trumpet.
like
Yeah,
the first one where it was like, I'm not going to read sheet music. I don't know how to read it by that point. And I
Yeah.
was playing in a little band in high school, and I didn't know how to play guitar at that point. I was like 16, and I didn't know what to
on
do.
harmonica before guitar. You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah. I was just sitting there and I was
I
like,
know,
what do
look
I
at the
do with
ladies,
my
the harmonica.
fucking hands? Like, this is dumb. I'm sitting on a stool, like singing Pearl Jam covers. And it was like,
Sorry, I'm loving this.
no,
visual.
and
is so
we
great.
went to a gig. I was living in Pennsylvania at this time, and we had a gig in Baltimore, and I was driving down to it, and I passed by a music store, and it was like, why are we doing Mary Jane's Last Dance? And like, I'm not playing the harp. And I went into this music store in, I think, Westminster, Maryland. I remember parking, went in, and was like, hey, what harmonica do I need to play this song? He was like, oh, it's this one. I don't even
G,
think it was the
whatever,
right
it's probably
one.
G.
Hey,
Probably.
wasn't it? Admit it.
And yeah,
D flat sharp, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
bought that. And then, yeah, just kind of always kept it around.
Wow. Okay.
And then flash forward, I without getting the whole biography, but I moved back to Iowa to stay about 15 years ago, I think. And
Just a bag in your harmonica. Right?
pretty much, I think I pawned a guitar.
Yeah. To go.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did.
Still miss that guitar.
I miss that guitar. That was a good guitar.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and started a band, a two-piece band called Viva Montesa, and it was a little bit more avant-garde, kind of heavy rock. And then I started putting that harp back in there, and I got a long neck, so the headgear doesn't look right.
Oh, right.
And I'm just like this, and it was causing strain, and it just doesn't look cool.
Yeah. You would need like a custom, you're like
can't
the
move.
giraffe version of the.
You can't move around with that on you.
No, and it hit you in the teeth, and it just like
Yeah.
because I rock out, man. You can't do that with
That's what I hate about
braces
playing
on,
keys. I
basically.
can't move very easily.
You get down,
I
though.
mean,
Yeah, you do.
thank you. That's why I stand, because
Yeah.
it's like at least a little something. But I always feel bad for the drummers just watching probably my backside, just like that's all I can move. It's-
I think
yeah.
about that all the time. Shake it a little bit for you. Give you a little something.
No, that's what I would. That's like half the reason I want a guitar is just so I can move
Oh,
around the
dude,
stage.
you need one.
Yeah, I know. I know. It
should.
also is just my vibe. I just.
Oh,
need one.
totally. You would rock that.
I mean, you've got the wireless hookup on your bass, so you can move around, which is great. Drums, obviously, you're
Yeah.
stuck, but
I don't
you
like
look
being
cool
tethered.
back there.
I like being tethered. I need limitations.
Yeah. You need a leash.
I do.
Get him a leash.
I'd be like Bob
Same
Pace does it. He'd be
direction,
like out the
just coil
street.
up on it.
Yeah, it's the 101.
That's all. The only
issue.
reason I went wireless because I was tired of. I always
Yeah.
turned the same way, so it just kept.
Oh, right.
wrapping up.
That's self.
I get it wrapped around my foot, but I kind of like that because
yeah.
I know where I'm at then.
Yeah.
I was like, it's around my foot. Don't
Yeah.
do anything
I'm anchored.
stupid.
Yeah.
I need it.
This episode is brought to you by Uptempo Music, Des Moines' best resource for new and used musical instruments and accessories. Whether you're looking for a saxophone, electric guitar, drums, or keyboards, they have a great selection. They also offer repairs and affordable rent-to-own programs for school band and orchestra. Find out more at uptempomusicstore.com. Well, and I want to talk. You're all gearheads. You worked on guitars. I mean, you guys have all kind of lived in that world. Are there? Talk about your favorite guitars, whether you're playing them in this band or not. Your guitar is beautiful.
No, thanks.
And your whole pedal board and everything. But is there a favorite piece of gear that comes to mind?
I mean, I think I finally reached the end of the guitar rabbit hole.
Really, with this one? Okay.
I'm just happy with everything I have. I have too many still. I think I have like 7 and
that's not
really
bad.
only use 3.
yeah.
And like, they work. You know, I there's nothing that really like, I got the ones that were always on my list. I remember like when I was a kid, because I didn't know how to play, but we'd still get the musician's friend catalog.
Oh, yeah.
And I would go and circle the ones, and I'll never fucking forget this. And I hope this guy hears this. I remember I was dating a girl, and her dad was like, I was like circling the ones I like, and he was like, it was a Gibson 335 Sunburst, like the one I have. And he was like, you'll never be able to afford that.
Ha!
That was the first guitar I ever
Suck
bought.
it, Ted,
Or the first
or whatever
real
your name
guitar
is.
that I ever bought.
Challenge.
And I'm just like, I think about that every now and then. I was like,
Oh, isn't that's kind of like, and that's when your villain arrow started, right? You always
pretty
need
much,
that instigating moment where someone tells you can't, so then you do it.
And it was just like, I would never get rid of it. I love it. Every I bought it new. Bought it for a good deal. Didn't get ripped off. No problems.
Well, and you can fix it. That's kind of like buying a hot rod that you can fix up yourself. Like,
yeah,
it's
right.
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
Nice. Every mark on it. When I play slide with that, I would high stick and come over the top of it and just goof off. And every mark on the back of the neck from the slide hitting it, and every crack from the sweat. Never wiped it off. It's like it I'm
Holds
in
the
that
memory.
guitar.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
You've got your DNA all over.
Yeah. Right.
And then some.
Yeah. And then some other people's DNA.
Yeah, probably.
That's another interview.
A lot of sweat.
Yeah, that's
a lot of sweat.
Yeah, that's the after dark.
What about you, Johnny? What do you?
Oh, I'm not one that has, I have friends that have like 15, 16 basses at home, all these different styles of types and different feel, different tones. I like mine to feel like home. I'm a Fender Jazz guy.
Yeah.
Always have been. A lot of my heroes played a Fender Jazz. I just, I like it to feel like home. I don't want to change up and have a surprise. I just want to know what I'm grabbing so I can just work and do what I do. And, but I do tend to like customize them to the point where it's like, well, you won't see it looking like that on a wall. I got to make it me.
Yeah.
But you take care of them, they should last your lifetime. And I'm also an engineer and I do sound, so I'm spending money on other things too. I don't want to, shorten that up. But I mean, most gigs I bring 2 Fender Jazzes, and I'm probably picking up a third because of the 3 tunings soon. But
Can't have enough. Then it's the
but
bouquet.
that'll be the most I've owned. No, I do have the Fender Kingman, which is the jazz style acoustic, which I learned most of my songs on still.
That's a good one to have.
Interesting. Yeah.
But really, I'm very simplistic and minimalist about my gear. I find something I like, I get it dialed in the way I want, and I'm good.
Yeah.
So
There's something to be said for that because you can always manipulate later in post if you want, or there's
totally.
like ways to, but you guys, I think that's also what I love about the sound of this band is it's just like grit and you get like you hear what you see, if that makes sense. It's really visceral in that sense.
When I'm not looking for different tones and different sounds, I found the sound I like that is me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of all encompassing. It tends to work with a lot of different things.
Right. Well, and being a trio, then it allows, it's like a canvas that you can, because then you're ripping all sorts of different things, whether it's harmonic or just with the guitar tones, because you incorporate like a few different guitar tones.
I got a couple gears that I like to use.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and
it's
that's
nice
kinda,
balance in that sense. It stands out because of that.
Yeah. The consistency of it is key to it. Where and I'll still do it every once in a while. It's like I bought a Gibson Explorer for another band, and it certainly writes a check, but is it a check that this band can cash? And I've taken it out with this band, and it's like, oh, that looks pretty fucking menacing, like. But at the end of the day, is it like, it's not that. It's not the shovel. It's not a hollow body guitar that, we come in with our cowboy hats on. And it's like, it works, but it doesn't doesn't cash the check, I suppose. Right.
Got to be
Bowler
part
hat,
of it.
too.
Oh, bowler hat, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then, Jason, you were actually telling me some really fascinating stories. You're like the encyclopedia of every musician, I feel like, in town and everything, and you have some crazy stories. But you were telling me about your snare. Have you had that snare? Was that the one you were playing today, or is it a different one that you've had for years and years?
The one that my first snare drum?
Yeah.
I was not playing that today.
Okay, I didn't think so. But you were telling me about your snares.
The drum I played, though, I've had since '93.
Dang.
So
That's the one we've done. That's on every record, right?
Yeah.
It's on 2 of the records.
Yeah, because you had that
It's a
Slingerland
Noble and
snare.
Cooley. It's a 1-ply steam bent maple shell, and it does anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's super versatile.
yeah.
Yeah. It just, I got the impression talking to you really know your stuff. You're not just banging the drum.
I've got a few more snare drums than I probably should have.
Oh, yeah. Do you have more snares than he has guitars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good to know. in
It's
case-
over 50.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. When does
But
the museum?
There's only a couple of them I don't use because they're so old and so rare that if anything broke on them, I'd be hard pressed to find parts.
Yeah.
A couple of drums
Wow.
from like the 20s and 30s.
What? Wow.
So,
That's amazing.
but a lot of the stuff that I have is not, super pristine, but it's the sound.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going
Right.
to say, I don't think you've
I've got
ever
a lot of
used
old
more than like 3 or
American-
4 kits since we've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a photo of the Jelly Bean kit.
Oh, yeah.
That is probably my favorite. It was like, what,
It's an
red?
intentional mixture of different sparkles
Yeah.
and
it was-
Ludwig drums.
It was like red
Oh.
sparkle, blue sparkle, and then silver sparkle, I think. I can't remember.
gold sparkle.
Gold
America.
sparkle. Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I could mix it up for
Yeah.
sure.
Just in a good way.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
kind.
I
okay, you're
even have
making
a
me think.
suitcase.
The suitcase, that's how you got the gig, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the suitcase
that-
is, it's an actual suitcase that I use as a bass drum.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And when you mic it up, it's like, it sounds like a bass
It
drum.
sounds right.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it works.
better, and you're like, God damn it. What?
Super small footprint, really versatile.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sometimes it's the sound. I remember when we were recording with Christian at Midday. This is pre us recording with Phil, and I say us, the host country, but we were doing our first full length album, and we were still coming off being like folk duo and kind of branching into like maybe we'll put electric guitar on the, which now we're like 2 electric
Yeah, you're
guitars and
going
everything.
for it.
But there was a song that Scott Yoshimura was helping put some percussion on. We had Will Locker drum on that. We had some people, but Scott he's like the tiniest dude for those who don't know him, but he was using his chest to like create a drum sound.
Oh,
and it
cool.
sounded so good.
You
Even
like
though,
put a mic up to it?
yeah,
and
yeah. And I
yeah?
don't even think I was there for that, but I was like, what is that? And they're like, that's Scott, just like hitting his chest.
kind of
And-
like the Steven Tyler sugar packet.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
And Sweet
that's
Emotion?
what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
there's moments, there's like tricks in the studio where a different band I was playing with, a cell phone went off during
Yeah.
a vocal take, and they just affected it, and it sounded like a little, blink, and it's like sometimes that happens, and it's magic.
I'm big about that in the studio. I want it to sound like human beings made it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make.
Yeah.
To me, perfection is boring.
Yeah.
It's the wonkiness
Yeah.
of the crookedness of the lines that is where the true art lies.
Yeah. Art
Yeah.
is inconsistency.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like-
right. That's
It's a
where
human
it's
element.
We won't be.
lies.
Yeah, we always say that. Is like, does it sound like humans made this?
Yeah.
Well,
We're not
that's
going to
one
use
thing I'll
AI
never-
mastering anytime
Right.
soon. It's not going to work.
I mean, we will have AI
We're
masters.
putting it on a
but-
perfect grid.
Yeah, right.
We record without a click track
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just try to like get good takes.
Well, you're really good at drumming,
You
so
are.
that's cheating. Anyway,
Yeah,
we basically
yeah, right.
are a human metronome because I've watched you do 3 takes and you nailed each one. But yeah,
Thank you.
no, I do that. Yeah, you want that like looseness and flow, especially when you guys play live. Like I
Yeah.
feel like the energy that you have in feeding off the crowd. And you guys are great. I mean, you're showmen, and I love that about what you do. And you're really purposeful about what you wear and how you look
Yeah.
and the energy. Like you bring the energy, and then everyone gets on board, which
Yeah.
is something that I love, and I just can't help but rock. And the songs, because of the style, because of that like 60s, 70s rock, it's familiar enough that everyone's like, I've heard this before, even if they haven't.
Right. Right.
And then it just gets people moving, and I love it. And I wanted to ask you if you had a pre-show ritual. I mean, I have a feeling whiskey's involved, but maybe not. But do you? Is there something you can share without incriminating
yeah,
yourself?
ripping heaters out front. I like to be the greeter, especially shows that I know that my friends are coming to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
because once we hit the break, like if we do a 3-hour show, it's
Yeah.
We usually, me and Johnny are like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We're gonna go out, have a smoke. We're gonna take a couple rips of the flask, and we're gonna get right back to it.
Yeah.
And
Then
I
it's
just want to like
business.
say hi, and you know,
Totally.
Well-
No, I love that.
You keep using the word energy. I mean, the
Yeah.
one thing I have always prided myself on is the fact that, there's a lot of great musicians around, but you forget that you are also a performer and you're an entertainer. And I don't think that you mentioned like how we dress. We have a
Put on a show.
Absolutely.
They can sit at home and listen to the album. They came out to see us as well as hear us.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think a lot of that gets lost these days.
Yeah, it's imperative. It's not necessarily the look, but just the parameters of that.
Yeah.
Where it's, we kind of look, and this goes back to the band Dr. Feelgood, is where I kind of pulled that inspiration from, is that the description of that band it looked like 4 dudes that just did a bank job. or got or got done working at the bank, and just outdated suits playing, revved up R&B, rhythm and blues, and it's bread and butter.
It's the old saying, dress for the job you want, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, that's so true. Yeah. No, I think there's like a cohesiveness not only in your sound, but just like what you bring. Like I've seen you guys play multiple times, and never have I been like, they're having an off night. Like there is no off night. There's no option for an off night.
No.
And I think it's like something too that I bet gets you hired over and over again. I say hired meaning asked to play free shows, because I feel like that's okay. But hired again and again because, like Jalapeno Pete's, you're playing the State Fair, I think yesterday as of when this is coming out. But you guys are playing several summer gigs that I feel like are like, that's the reason. They know that you guys can deliver, which is really cool.
It's been working, and we talked to Phil about it a little bit before we came in here. So it just, I don't know what happened here a couple years ago. It started clicking, and to the point where it's like I'm making calls to go play these places in primarily cover band territory, which is fine. But at the same time, like we want to play 3 hours because we need the money.
Yeah.
And
nobody wants to play 3 hours.
No.
We're playing it because of that
the money it goes up a little bit. And it's fun.
Bands get 45 minutes. Slots.
I'm getting warmed up by 45.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of set ourselves up, and we have, 6 records now? This will be our 6th record that's going to come out, and it's like, I want to play some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And now we've got it to, this new record, every song on this record is a companion to the other stuff that is in the set, and it has like this cohesion that we can go, oh, here's some new stuff, and like it used to be, I would make the call and they'd be like, oh, well, so what kind of covers do you play? And now it's getting to the point where it's like, you're not going to play any covers, right?
Yeah.
Like, no. No. Actually, we got down to 2, and then finally it was like, why the fuck are we playing these? Like the ones that we can write a song. Why, and this is maybe a little, I'm trying not to get too much ego on this, but like, why would I spend all that time learning another fucking song when I could just write something, or screw it, rip it off? I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be the first person to do that either.
Right. No, totally. And that's what I mean about the familiarity. Like, I don't think you need to play covers. And I don't want to knock, like, we all know the musicians that do that because that pays the bills. Yeah. But that's what I love, is if there's venues that are investing in your original music, to make you, do you need to leave? Wait, that looks serious. Are you okay?
You mentioned shows coming up. I pulled up the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at the schedule.
So,
schedule.
Again, this is we're technically in the future, August 29th. So if you have shows after that, then we should mention this.
Yeah, what shows do we have after?
Do you guys have shows
August
in the fall
31st.
scheduled already? Or?
Roughly?
August 29th.
Okay, August 29th.
That's what day this is if you're listening to it on that day.
Happy August 29th, everybody. In fact, on August 29th, looks like we're at the Greenwood Lounge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, and then the 31st, which is my birthday.
Yeah.
We are at Middlebrook.
Mercantile.
Oh, that's
Sunday
great.
That's
show.
a great venue.
Oh, man, you guys had this great
I don't know
post
about
of-
the one on the 5th. That's still a thing. Up at Cedar
We'll just
Falls.
check the calendar.
Oh yeah, we're
on
up in the
this.
we're at the Octopus up in Cedar Falls on
great.
September 5th.
Love that spot.
And
That's a
that
great
we
spot.
had some potential ones that come up, but we got the Covered Bridges Festival.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Covered Bridge Fest on October 11th.
Nice. Okay, so you're
few-
booking out for
few good
sure.
ones.
No, I was gonna say I love the post about a different Mercantile show that you had like the van careening off the road and like ramped launch
Cruising
into
on
the sky.
down.
It was great. It was great. Yeah. No, it's totally awesome.
Yeah, we're kind of in a we're still in a transitional period in the band as far as, you know, we were doing a lot more road dogging,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
in years past, but the band van has took shit again for the third time, and I've not had really good luck. The first two band vans both caught on fire. So I've had good.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at your expense, but oh my
I
God.
mean, it's hilarious now.
I mean, it's not uncommon for band vans to break down. That's normal.
Yeah,
both
but
of them
like
to
full
catch
on fire.
fires.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I got the.
so no one.
What year was that?
No one got hurt. It was the year before.
That was 2018.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the year before Larry's last gig.
Forget the
Same
pickaxe
gig.
base. I need a fire extinguisher base.
Yeah. No.
Shit.
Was it a gas line
Yeah, the
on
second
car
time-
popped off?
The second time, yeah, I bought I can't remember now. I think it was like a 72. It was the first year they made the Plymouth Voyager in
That was a hot rod
78 or 79, I think. Cool van. So cool.
Yeah.
And one owner, guy owned it the whole way through, and you know, it was cool that it was like, man, this is gonna be a band van. I'm gonna love this. We're gonna go on the road with
Yeah.
it. We played like 3 shows with it. On the third show, I'm backing the thing up to load out, and it's like, oh, it smells like smoke. And then all the while I'm looking over, and like Jason's like, dude, like, you know,
Backfire.
freaking out. And then, oh, don't even show me that. I'm not allowed to buy old cars anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
You stop it. You
74
get off
LTD
Facebook.
station wagon.
Oh, they'd be so greasy. Put the gear on top.
Brown.
Yeah, so we ran into, I'm not going to name the business because it was probably a big code violation that we probably should have explored, but ran into the restaurant at this gig that we,
Shall remain nameless.
this
Shall remain nameless.
Yeah, this nameless gig that we did.
In a nameless city.
And I grabbed the fire extinguisher in front of the fryers, ran out there, and it was a water fire extinguisher. It wasn't an ABC, and it just engulfed it. It was screwed, and it's like that shouldn't have been sitting there.
Well, but this was pre-loadout, so your gear was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
My
small
bowler
blessing.
hat was in the vehicle.
The hat was in there.
No.
We salvaged it
I have
though.
a
You
new
still
one.
wore it. For a
Yeah,
while.
I wore it for a few
We
more
still
years.
have it.
I mean, if it had some
smoke.
burn
It had
holes
some
in it, that
mojo
would
to it
actually
after
be-
that.
We have like a
pretty sick.
hat hall of fame, basically. You have one retired. I'm about to retire one. I brought it back out.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Larry's old hat.
You got Larry's hat too.
Oh, man.
I got his bass too. I made sure of that.
red.
It
Yeah.
still lives. So
Well, I'm glad you're alive.
yeah, we made it.
Just so you know, there is a warrant out for your arrests, and
believe
that's
it.
why you're here. No, I'm just-
Damn it.
it's part of the vibe.
Yeah,
part
the
of
detective's
part of
not going to
the-
walk in here.
That would be great.
Since I've been here, nothing's
Yeah.
caught fire.
Yeah,
right.
Johnny's been a lifesaver. He's handy with putting out fires.
No, yeah, he just throws his body on top.
I was going to say you're handy
We're
with the
not
hose. I'm
starting
not.
that, really.
Why did I even? I should have just walked right into it.
Nope. Comedy. We're
Speaking
here for
of
it.
fires, my car almost burned up today.
Today, yeah.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which? Oh,
My air conditioner that I just replaced the compressor, like
whoa.
smoke was rolling out from under the hood as I pulled into the place here today.
Oh my god.
And I hopped out with my water container, doused it. I doused it.
I mean, I was joking
I think
about
the
you guys
belt was
being
smoking.
alive, but you're kind of accident prone a little bit, Jason.
Brand new air
Yeah,
compressor.
you just got it done like last week.
Yeah,
What?
literally.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're on the hunt
goodness.
for a
Talking to
band
my
van,
mechanic.
and if anyone wants to loan us like 10 grand,
Yeah, no
we'd
kidding.
really appreciate that.
Could use a sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100
Yeah,
gigs
we're looking-
or
We've been trying to sell our gravy, and see,
Takes a while to get 10 grand at $5 a pack.
yeah. So come to the show, buy
Yeah.
some
Get
gravy.
some good gravy, though.
Buy merch.
But-
Get your stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think our next record we've got to kind of chart it out. It's gonna be called Other Brothers Country Gravy.
Love it.
We've got one song already
Gravy
ready
and
for
grits.
it.
Is it? Oh, great. I was like biscuits, great. Like, where are we going?
Gravy and
here?
grits. Grits and
Gravy and
gravy.
grits. It rolls
Yeah.
off the tongue.
Love it. You
Yeah,
guys
we're
could
just
get a-
in the music game to really bro down on gravy money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
Once the
have your
gravy
own
business
recipe.
takes off, this band.
Oh yeah.
does.
Wait,
I mean,
you
we
do,
do.
don't you?
Yeah, we have the.
Yeah, the gravy packets. I was like, there's a bit.
Hopefully by
That's
then,
you.
we've been talking with some people that can actually get this done and like get us into Hy-Vee.
Oh, they should absolutely get you in the stores. Okay?
It's gonna be pictures of us. Yeah, and Premium gravy.
Can you imagine
Start your
like
day off
cardboard
right.
cutouts with
Oh my God.
this is a miss if they don't pick this up. So,
It's got to happen. We
this
got to
has
get a new
happen.
band van, and that we were going to pay for it with gravy, but it's taking a little while. Plus, we
Ivy,
keep
help
eating
us.
the fucking gravy too.
We gotta stop eating the product,
Yeah,
man.
you're wasting. You're dipping into the product.
Okay, the last question that I want to, well, one of the few last that I want to ask. Speaking of gravy, other than gravy, where do you pull lyric inspiration from? Because sometimes I feel like it's your life, or you know, peripheral relationship, like that
Thinly. Bless you.
bless you.
Is
Is this the first sneeze on in the
His
room? I'm
allergies.
wondering.
First sneeze.
Sample it.
You send that to me.
All right, great.
Yeah.
I just opened
We
the.
trigger that. We put a drum trigger on his.
Yes. Oh, I do. I
floor
need
tom.
like a little like disc jockey style, like yeah.
I just don't blow my nose.
Bless you.
No, I was curious if you ever write about like it almost sounds like you're watching old episodes of Matlock or something. And like, is that accurate? Is
Yeah.
it-
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go.
He's just
go
leaving.
take care of your business.
See you later.
He'll be back.
We are not gonna cut. This is gonna. The whole thing is just gonna keep going.
That's
I
right.
love
All right,
this.
let's
Yeah.
talk shit about
Yeah,
Johnny.
so
now.
anyway.
All right, yeah, so
His
Johnny,
allergies
yeah,
are
yeah,
epic.
Johnny.
Oh, is that's a fake plant? So
He's not allergic
you
to it.
can't be allergic to that.
yeah.
But okay.
His allergy meds are probably just wearing off.
No, I have
yeah.
a cat. It's probably me. Anyway. Lyrics.
Lyrics.
Yeah.
A lot of it's thinly veiled stuff about my personal life. A little
Yeah.
bit. Some of it. A lot of a good chunk of it is kind of disassociative in the sense of like when we are, writing a song, I'm more writing the melody, and
Right.
and I just kind of scat my way through it when we're rehearsing it. I record it. I go home, sit with my acoustic, and kind of like backwards engineer that.
Yeah, like match the consonants to the
Yeah,
consonant spots.
I want,
Yeah,
I want
love-
cadence and pitch,
Yeah.
and
yes.
that allows me to kind of take myself out of the song, which because it's always the joke, like this next one's about my ex-girlfriend, like that gets fucking old, especially when we're trying
Even
to
if
sell
it's
beer.
true.
Yeah, and then like I
Who
think,
here has an ex-girlfriend?
yeah,
It's like next.
You ever had your heart ripped out, brother? Yeah. Here's this next one called. How do you spell that?
Got fresh
So-
bandages here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah.
No, and a lot of it is, that kind of stuff. We were doing it when we were recording, and when did we start? We started in January, right? When we on the record. Lawrence Welk was still on the TV, and he and
He
our
was
engineer.
playing on the TV behind us.
Yeah. He's like, "Do you want me to turn that? I can turn that TV off if that's annoying you." And I was like, "No, leave
No,
it on.
leave it."
And we like wrote like 2 songs, and like I'm singing about, we're joking, like making up fake lyrics in between it. It was like, no, that's fucking going in the song.
Yeah, no, that's
And
good.
it's like, yeah.
Track 1, Lawrence Welk.
Yeah.
Track 2.
I was thinking about calling it
mean,
that too. We
that's
called it
pretty good.
Blues Challenge Runner Up. Which
Which could've
that's another
been-
one that we're going to be
AKA
doing. We're
Tiny
doing the
Bubbles.
Blues Challenge this year again for the second time.
Great.
So,
Yeah.
October 5th. is
Oh,
that one.
amazing.
So-
yeah, the Iowa blues scene is actually really pretty fire. Like there's some incredible players.
Oh, my
And the
God,
Blues
yeah.
Society has an incredible like conference and things that they pull in, and some
Very supportive.
Yeah.
And we're we're bluesy. We're not a
Yes.
blues band. You
Right.
know, and they like
Blues
we did it
adjacent.
back in 2018, and
Yeah.
and we kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, and decidedly so. We just
Yeah.
went in, turned the amps up.
Yeah.
Funniest thing in the entire world, watching them go, holy shit. And
you're welcome.
yeah, hello.
Yeah. Hello. You're welcome.
Oh, there.
No, I think that's it's totally genre adjacent though. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
lot
it
of
works.
blue. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun writing for this band because it's another Dr. Feelgood quote. It's the inspiration for the song "By the Way" off of our last record. Is that blues is it's not just about misfortune. It's a point in time. So like blues is really and. I am in no position to be speaking on behalf of the blues community.
Sure.
I understand
we're not
this.
saying, Yeah.
But the why I like it is because it speaks to me, and it also allows me to go, yeah, maybe life is hard. Everybody gets a hard go, but we're going to kick back and drink a little bit and try and forget about it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's still there. It's
Right.
it'll be fun to do it again. I would really like to win. I just hope everybody has fun. But
right.
I'd love to go to Memphis. I think we'd do.
Yeah.
We'd have a good time.
Amazing.
Would love to go turn some heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hope that comes through. I love kind of the combo. We always say like it's so fun to play a happy song sad and a sad song happy.
Right.
Because you can be like. I feel like we interviewed Blake Shaw and he was talking about this because the blues is like, my dog just died. Like, this is great. He sings a little bit of that. And I'm like, yeah it's that. But you're like, da-na-na-na. You're rocking out to it. Even if you're crushed, your soul is crushed.
It's like a statement of defiance in a way where it's like, yeah, it's bad, but like it could be worse.
Yeah.
It's not bad now.
Right.
Like
it could be, it could be worse.
Yeah. At least, aware enough of misfortune that I'm willing to talk about it, I suppose. And like knock a few beers back.
Yes. You have a great, so your last record, I'm going to say it wrong. It ain't all what's left behind.
That's pretty close.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm close.
Yeah. It ain't all that's left behind.
It ain't all that's left behind.
Yeah.
I want to say it right. And I was, but it actually, I love that sentiment, and it reminded me. Just watch K-pop Demon Hunters, which is it's just like an animated film. That's amazing. But they have a line that's "Let the past be the past till it's weightless," and it made me think of that. I know
like that.
I'm like quoting a pop song at
I
you
don't
guys,
know. That works.
But it got me thinking along those lines because I feel like that's what a lot of like therapy is about. Is like that's why you talk about it, because then you can release it. And I thought there was something really, because again that record was post Larry and post a lot of things that was really personal to you.
Very personal record, really. When you kind of chalk it up, like that song for me was just that. That song, it's like I remember where I was. I remember just sitting there. It had all fallen apart, and I'm sitting there like. In an empty apartment, not knowing how I was going to make ends meet, quit my job, single on my own again, and my cat's sitting there, and it's like, it's terrible. Like the song is really about the cat. It's about me looking at him because I was going to take him back. And take him back to the ARL because I didn't think I could afford to even have the guy.
Yeah. Oh.
And I just remember looking at him. It was like I said it. It was like it ain't all that's left behind. Like it's you and me, bud.
Yeah.
Like let's go.
Let's keep each other
and
going.
it's about the band too. It's we won't quit. There's why quit now?
Right. Right.
A lot of the songs are about that.
Yeah.
Right. And like you said, kind of putting it in a. In a happy sense, it's still kind of the subject matter really kind of hits, and the riff doesn't really take away from it. It's kind of drives a little bit, but it is a statement of defiance, is that I will not go gently, and if this is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life, perfectly happy, perfectly happy with this,
right? And you have to go through so much to get to where you are. Like I'm not saying I didn't make mistakes.
Oh God,
yes, I did.
Oh God, yeah,
but sometimes those are what gets you to where you need to be. And I always try and have some gratitude for that, because I think that's important. But also talking about them, especially in songs, I think that's what makes it so relatable. For like, that's one thing that I love about music, is even playing field a lot of times of like, everybody's had their heart broken. These things. But when you can tweak it a different way, or have it be celebratory, or just gritty ass rock and roll in your face, like you guys, which I love. It's like a different way to express and get the rage out a little bit, I think too.
Right. It's cathartic. It's cheap. Well, I was going to say it's cheaper than therapy. It's not.
It's more expensive.
It's way more expensive. And then go to therapy on top of it.
Yeah,
it's like therapy or guitars.
Yeah, right. I mean, guitars.
Why not both?
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm finished work.
Wait, is that what My Guitar Gently Weeps is talking about? The guitar went to therapy and
probably. You don't play me anymore.
Why are you going to therapy? Play me. Oh, God. Just kidding. We're very supportive of therapy. That's
Yes.
why we do this
Yeah,
podcast,
it's good.
really.
It's a good thing.
This is-
It's good. It's saved my ass a couple times. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say life. Saved my
absolutely.
ass.
Yeah. But being on stage is like an amazing therapy, too. I feel like,
Yeah. It's just fun to get the lead out a little bit and be able to. It's fun when it resonates too,
Yeah.
Like we played the Dallas County Fair, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
And it was like, we go into these situations where it's like, how many times are you going to say play Freebird, which they fucking said it a lot.
I did.
People need to know you gotta stop with the Freebird. You gotta
We
stop. We're not
charge-
there. 20 more years, maybe. But
We
like,
charged $350.
Yeah. Per.
I kept raising the price every
Yeah.
time they said it.
Every time they
We'll
said
play
it, it went up $10.
Yeah, we'll play it, but it's $360
I
now.
love this.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what was cool about that is that we went kind of out of our comfort zone to a place we'd never played, for a crowd that's never heard us, and they're dancing. They're getting up on stage.
Oh, they were-
dude,
they were
the biggest
rocking it.
dude,
Wow.
big linebacker looking dude, got up on stage. And he looked. They were very polite too. On top of it, like they knew that they were razzing us.
get up
Sure.
Once they knew that we weren't fazed by the Freebird thing, they were just like, "Come on, are you gonna do it now? Come on,
party?"
fucker!" But the biggest dude, he was probably 275, 6'8", big dude.
Big dude.
He's like, "Can I come up on stage?" I'm like, "Yeah, get up here, man." And he does a little dance, spins around, jumps up, fucking lands in the splits.
Shut
Does
up.
the splits.
I set my
was like-
set my fucking guitar
Yeah.
down. I was
He
like, I don't know what to do. The band
Done.
kept playing. You guys kept playing. You're like looking at me like, what are you doing?
You know what? You gotta stretch, and then if you just rip splits at the same time,
Oh,
crowd would have lost their mind.
Oh, my
You would
God.
also lose your pants, probably.
Probably.
But yeah. That's that's so funny. God, that's great. I mean, that just speaks to
That guy was a gymnast or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he was good. I
He didn't
couldn't
look
believe it.
But I was like, "You're gonna hurt tomorrow. You're gonna feel that." And
Oh
he's like,
man,
"Nope."
You're like, those were whiskey splits,
you're a
sir.
mutant.
And
whiskey
you're
splits.
You're
I'm gonna
gonna
write that
regret
down.
it. These splits were brought to you by Busch Light.
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably.
One thing I would like to say is that the most amazing thing about being in this band is there are no rules.
It really is.
We will go for anything and try anything when we're in the creative process. And if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
No, it's true.
We just let it happen. And that's one of the most fulfilling things creatively is that we try things and we experiment. And that really, I think, comes through in our performances, in our songs.
The songwriting has always been very democratic. And I mean, the equity in the band, too, is there's only 3 of us. So
If it
we
works,
got to get
it
it done.
works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like we were saying earlier about the conversation, if you know how each person talks, it's it's like you write a song, but I want to hear Eli in it. I want to hear Caddy's take on it. I want to hear it through the filters.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're such a powerhouse trio, and it comes through. I really, really encourage people to see them live because it is electrifying. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
and
for
doing
having
this
us.
day and playing a new
Thank you.
song. And I
Yeah.
just love chatting with all of you and getting to spend some
Likewise.
time with you. So
Yeah.
the other brothers, Eli, Johnny, and Jason, thanks for
Thank
being here.
Kid.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Rock on. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm like, hell yeah, brother. I just sound like Fat Albert.
yeah. I kind of talk like this, too.
I gotta be like,
Like you clean all the truck.
cigarette smoke, like, hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. It's a very, I think somebody said that at the fair. He's like, you guys sound like hell yeah, brother. I'm like, we do.
We are hell yeah,
We
brother.
are, man. You got it. You hit the nail on the head, brother.
In the Round is produced and recorded at Trilix Studio. Remember to subscribe to In the Round wherever podcasts are found.